just how many presents were there on day 12? If every single day you're receiving a partridge, for 11 of those days you're receiving 2 turtle doves, what's the actual final number of presents? Let's go ahead and figure out just how many presents there were using Excel. On day 1, a single partridge in a pear tree. Day 2, 2 turtle doves, and so on until day 12, where we have 12 drummers drumming. Assuming for every subsequent day after day 1, we also receive a partridge in a pear tree, according to the lyrics of the song, then we would in fact receive, at the end of day 12, 12 partridges in a pear tree. We would receive 11 turtle doves, or 11 pairs of turtle doves, 22 turtle doves in total. So let's put this into Excel. So up here we have text columns. We're going to use delimited. We're going to use we don't have a full stop in here. There we go, we split those out. So we've got the number and the name separated. Finish. And we want to split out the numbers as well. So we can do the same thing again. Text to columns, delimited. Let's use space. Finish. So now we have a separate column for numbers and then a separate column for the name. So what I'm going to do is here, text join. I'm going to use a space for the join. I'm going to say I will ignore empty cells, and then I'm going to select the range here, and that should give me the name back as a single sentence. And I'm just going to copy that down like so. Copy, paste this text. So now I've got rid of the formula. Then I can do Control minus to remove these. So now we've got our data set, and we can figure out from here how many total presents there are going to be. Okay, so in column E, I've added the days. And now with the gifts themselves, I'm going to paste them up here, paste special, values, and then transpose. So what I want to do is for each day, find where the count matches the day or is less than the day, and then sum for each subsequent day the number of presents that are accumulated. So to do that, I'm going to use a formula. So our formula is going to be, let's just lock this and lock this with F4. So I'm looking up this value. I'm locking this only to the row. I'm going to look up the name on column B and return the count on column A. So right now this will return, if I drag this across, that gives me everything. So that's not really helpful at the moment because it's not contextual. It's not looking at the day of the days of Christmas. So therefore it's given me everything. So I need to make a conditional to then say if the day here is less than or equal to the day that that gift starts being given, then include it, else don't count it. Step 1, we've performed an xlookup for our partridge in the pear tree and against the day. So obviously, being the first present, it's there every single day. For turtle doves, again, no turtle doves on day 1. And then each subsequent day, we received 2 turtle doves. And the same for French hens. If I just add some formatting to this, just to make it easier to read. So you can see here now the gifting pattern. So we can know our number simply if we just select this table. And then we can see, okay, there's 364 gifts total. So of course the lazy way would be simply to do this. If we just say copy, paste. So we sum F3 to F3. And then what we would do F4 to log that first cell. And then as we move this downwards, we produce our cumulative sum. If I just go ahead and copy the formatting as well. And there we go. I've made a schoolboy error. I don't want to lock the column. I just want to lock the row. So we're going to go ahead and remove the dollar from the F. And then that will give us our numbers we have for each gift now the cumulative sum. So on day 12, we have the total number of that gift received. So we can check that again by going, let's check cell I29, and let's see. So it is the sum of these 36, and then our last day is 36. So if we sum this last row, there we have it, 364. But can we do this a bit smarter? Can we combine this into one formula and one table and not do it the lazy way? So yes, we can. Right, so we should see for column 1, 1 partridge. For column 2, 2 partridges, 2 turtle doves. Now on day 3, we have 3 partridges, 4 turtle doves, and 3 French hens. And if I continue this down, there we have it. We have 12 partridges, 22 turtle doves, 30 French hens, 36 calling birds, 40 golden rings, 42 geese are laying, another 42 swans are swimming, 40 maids are milking, 36 ladies dancing, 30 lords are leaping, 22 pipers piping, and then finally 12 drummers drumming. So in totality, if we just, again, summarize that last row, day 12, we have 364 presents. For an added bonus, we could actually, so let's go ahead and, if we chart this, and let's just change the data and swap the axes. So if I get rid of the day value, we don't need that. Partridge in a pear tree, 1 on day 1, and that doubles every day. Turtle doves, 0 on day 1, and then that grows at this rate. And then for each subsequent day, the growth rate is significantly higher. So we get this lovely, nice lattice pattern. So another interesting way to visualize this is to see it in a bar chart, and we can see effectively the times table. So we have the 1 times table up until 12, because there are 12 days and we receive the partridge every day. We have 11 points in the 2 times table. So we have at the end 11 times 2. We have only now 10 of the 3 times table. So we have 3 through to 30 and so on. But what's interesting is because 6 days 6 and 7 have effectively the same number of steps. So we have 6 sevens or 7 sixes, and these are both the same total of 42, the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Then after 42, we start going down again because we now have fewer iterations of that times table as we approach the final day of day 12. And that's about all I have for this time, but hopefully that was reasonably entertaining. I will at some point get back to making more serious videos. I just wanted to make sure this channel didn't appear completely abandoned. So this is my festive Excel extravaganza for you here today. Merry Christmas to you all, and I promise to do something a bit more serious with the next video. This channel has been Excel primarily for, well, it's in the name. This channel has been purely Excel stuff for however many years now. Since my day job is more business intelligence, I'll plan to do some more videos going into the concepts of that, rather than just showing a few random Excel formulas, which there's plenty of videos and stuff out there on that these days. So the next stuff will be probably more conceptual and probably a bit more serious. I don't know. I'll try and judge the audience here. Maybe not too serious. I don't know. Anyway, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time.